Lives are at stake. We don't allow drunk driving for a reason. There's cause and effect. Your freedom is impacting everybody else's. And a society cannot flourish unless we're dealing with facts and evidence and data. And we know the facts are overwhelming that these vaccines save your lives.
What was the tipping point? What data led to this decision?
We went from 900 people in the hospitals just a handful of weeks ago to now over 3,000. We've seen a positivity rate go from less than 1% to over 5% in as many weeks. This is the summer months. This is when this disease survives and then it comes back, we know, with vengeance in the fall. This is a winter disease. We want to get ahead of that curve. There's a recognition that there's a very small percentage of the public that continue to be stubborn about getting life-saving vaccines. And the reality now is a recognition that the freedom of that decision not to be vaccinated is impacting the rest of us. And that freedom, that choice, is something that also increasingly needs to be called out. Look, we don't allow people to have the ability to drink and drive drunk because not only they put their own lives at risk, they put everybody else's lives at risk. And an increasing, I think, consciousness of the impact of people that just refuse to get vaccinated, many for purely ideological reasons, being misled by many right-wing pundits out there, that's the group that we really need to highlight and call out, and that's what we're doing here as well. The state has a very large state-owned testing site, Valencia Labs, down in Southern California. We made significant investments to develop that and also anticipation of the school season opening as well. We want to get our kids back safely, in-person instruction. There's a mask-wearing requirement this fall, but we're also providing robust testing. And so we have the capacity, as you know, not surprisingly and unfortunately, over the last number of months, there's been a significant decline in people getting tested, but the capacity that was built over the last year and a half will afford us confidence that we'll be able to address that surge.
What are you doing to encourage those who still have not gotten the vaccine to do so outside of the mandate?
Well, we just did I think a novel program. Look, we're moving stationary sites to mobile sites, working in barbershops, working with church-based leaders. We're doing more in language, ethnic media, more community-based outreach, including a GeoTV program, Get Out the Vote, or is now turned into Get Out the Vax, and encouraging people to do door knocking. We're not ashamed by that. Phone banking, 1.3 million conversations through a phone banking program, but we did something novel this last week. $40 million we put up to provide grants for small family practitioners. No greater trusted messenger than your neighborhood doctor, particularly in rural parts of the state, so people can have those private one-on-one conversations that are legitimately vaccine hesitant. And so we've got partnerships across the spectrum, 480 community-based organizations the state is directly contracting with. That doesn't include the 61 local health jurisdictions that are also doing similar work. And we can extinguish this pandemic once and for all. Forgive me for being intense about this, but I got 4 kids, I have small businesses, I love my state and this country and the world we're living in. And it's time for folks to step up our efforts and to get those that are on the fence to get vaccinated so we all can turn the page.